Here we have the current stock market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see, there's a bit of two-way price action that is occurring today. What we're really seeing is the development of a new high, which did come in at 23.10, but at the same time, share prices really weren't able to maintain that high for a very long period of time. So what we're looking at here is a 15-minute price chart, which means that each candle on this time frame represents a 15-minute trading period. And as we can see here, today has been a positive day ultimately, or at least early in the session, because we did start to see a share price break through that prior resistance, which came in right around 22.80. We did see a marginal new high here, but as you can see, the share price itself hasn't really maintained itself in that area for very long. So, previously, if you saw my prior video on this stock, the real suggestion here was that if share prices were able to maintain a foothold at this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level, that we could start to see share prices move higher. I have not changed the arrows on this chart relative to the previous video here. The suggestion was that we could start to see a bit of a bounce here, as long as share prices were able to maintain this foothold right here. So that would essentially be this area here. This is essentially the 38.2% fib retracement of this prior ascending move. So this is no longer the most dominant price move in the market because we have now broken to new highs. But you have to understand before this high actually posted, this was the most dominant price move. So the argument here was that if we did see share prices bounce off of this 32% retracement, we did then have a shot of overcoming these prior highs and moving to new levels. So this has unfolded in that way. This has unfolded in the way that was expected here. And the major level now to watch now to the downside is this support level, which is found at 2150. If we see a break below there, that would start to alter the overall price structure here, and that would start to sort of refocus the attention in the downside direction. There are a few reasons for that. One is that it's an important historical support zone. Because we did post this low during the September 24 trading session. It's also that 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. And if we do see share prices break below that area, it would also mean that we're trading below all four of the major exponential moving averages. So that would be a negative event. So we're not there yet, but share prices are starting to look a bit weak here into the close. So this could turn out to be an interesting trading session if we do see share prices continue to move lower. I mean, that would be a lot of two-way price action over a very short period of time. So, we see this upward price movement and then this downward price movement. So if we break essentially this short-term support zone, which comes in right here, this area would post at roughly 2190, and as you can see, the 200 period exponential moving average is lining up with this area quite closely. That's this ascending blue line here. So if we do start to see a break below here, that would be your kind of short-term warning sign that then maybe this more major level at 2150 could start to come under attack. So that would be your sort of early signal if we do see a break of 2190. So overall, these are positive movements. I mean, I'm not really encouraged by what is developing here into the end of the trading session. I mean, this is getting very weak here into the end of the trading session, even though we did break resistance and post new highs. If we look at the trading volumes here, this is a bit of a telling kind of signal here, because what we did see here was really an influx of money coming into this stock early on in the day, but then this completely really disappeared. I mean, these trading volumes moved almost nothing later in the day, and then we actually do start to see some selling pressure that's sort of starting to emerge here. Overall, the price action here is positive, as we can see. I mean, this positive trading volume bar is much higher than all of the negative trading bars. But it is kind of strange to see here that, this was sort of sort of an impulsive, quick kind of purchase here of share prices of stock shares. And, prices really weren't able to maintain those highs into the end of the session. So this will be interesting to see how things close here. I'm making this video before the closing period here, so I don't exactly know where we will wind up. But at the moment, what you really do want to see here, at the very least, is for share prices to maintain a foothold above that 2150 level. We're currently trading at 2250, roughly 2215. So you do have that short-term support zone coming in at 2190, and that could help share prices protect share prices from breaking through that 2150 support zone. So I'll just close out this video here quickly with sort of an assessment of the momentum reading that we're currently seeing on this chart. So on the bottom of this price chart, we have this purple line here. This is the relative strength index. The yellow line is the exponential moving average of the relative strength index. For the most part, this is a positive signal. We do have some short-term evidence that there is some negative momentum that is starting to develop here. That is a little bit of a concern here, especially because this recent price high at 21.10 is not really being confirmed in the indicator reading. I mean, what you would really like to see here would be for this indicator reading to be posting a new high along with the share price. So when that doesn't occur, it's called a bearish divergence, and it is a bit of a warning signal. The only reason I'm not really pointing that out as a major cause for concern is because this is a very short-term time frame. We're just looking at the 15-minute price chart here, and even on that time frame, this is a relatively small reading or a short-term reading. This is really more of a 5-minute chart type reading. And as we can see, the longer-term trend here is still positive. So we have seen 3 different tests here for this positive reading in the relative strength index. Just to close out here, what you would really like to see in the indicator reading here will be for a bounce off of this lower trend line, so that this positive momentum condition can remain in place. We're starting to see that. I mean, we don't exactly know how we're going to close out the day here, but what you would like to see here would be some continuation higher here. You really don't want to see this relative strength index start to reverse lower, because that would then suggest that this near-term positive bullish momentum has now completed and will not be influencing share prices again. So here's the current stock market update for GameStop Corporation, stock ticker GME. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.